Okay, Mom. I'll make sure to do the laundry on time. I'm not a kid anymore. Yes, I will make sure to eat. No, I haven't. But there's a takeaway place right down the street. Okay, yes, I will cook. No, I don't need you to cook for me. I'll be fine. Thank you. I love you. No, I haven't met my roommate just yet. Well, I'm sure they're a great person. I know. I know, back in the day, it didn't work like this, but I told you, I really needed a place to stay. I'm honestly so lucky that I managed to find a room this late in the year, so I'm honestly not going to push my luck anymore. I'm sure the roommate is a great person, and if they're not, then I can just stay in my room the whole time. Hey, look, you don't have to worry anymore, okay? I'll be fine. Of course, I'll make sure to call you soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up on my packing now, okay? Yeah, bye-bye. Hey, is someone there? Oh, hey, yeah. Did Francis tell you? Okay, good. I'm glad you know. Um, yeah, it's nice to meet you, I guess. Do you want to come in? I'm finished talking with her, so you're not disturbing anything. Yeah, of course you can come in. Hey, why don't you grab the seat over here? I'm just finishing unpacking the suitcase, and then I will be done, and we can talk and catch up properly. Uh-huh. Right. That is me. I'm sorry that I barged in while you weren't here. I hope that didn't scare you, but I tried knocking on the door and no one answered, so I had the keys from Francis and I decided to just come inside. I hope that's not a problem. In any case, I'm pretty sure he told me that you have a lock to your own room, and I have a lock to my room, of course. And not that I don't trust you, but I just think it's a great idea. That way we can, make sure that our stuff is safe. But hey, just letting you know, I don't plan on scrummaging through your stuff and stealing your phone or something absurd like that. I promise. I'll try and be as respectful of your privacy and space as I can. I understand it's kind of awkward to have someone come in out of the blue. I know you've known Francis for a while. Yeah, he told me you guys were friends before. Now, I can't promise that I'll make as great of a friend as Francis will, but I can try. Okay, that should be done. Just gonna zip up this suitcase. Voila. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Again. Well, I'm supposed to be the person moving in here today. What are you doing here? No, yeah, I got that. So you were Francis's old roommate. Uh-huh. What? No, I didn't lie to get here. What are you on about? Okay, hold your horses, buddy. You were special to me, but you weren't that special that I would come chasing back after you 3 years down the line, pretending to be someone else so we can live in the same house. Now, don't get me wrong. You are nice, but I'm over that. Good. I'm glad to hear you're over me as well. That means that me moving in here won't be a problem, right? It will be. Okay. Okay, wait. First of all, let me get something clear. I didn't lie. No, I didn't apply for this place through a false name. That's my real name. Hey, do you really think Yeti was my real name? Of course it wasn't. It was just a nickname. Why do you think I used to go by a nickname? Anyway, it's nice to meet you, I guess. You wish you could say the same. So it's gonna be like that. Okay, maybe I used to be a little rough around the edges back in the day, but I'm not like that anymore. So you can relax. Yes, I remember when I did that. Yes, and that too. Okay, I get it. I wasn't the best person back then. That's harsh of you to say. You don't know how I'm like anymore. We haven't talked in over a year. Well, people can change, that's all I'm trying to say. But not me. I'm happy to see that you still hold me in such high regard. Yeah, that was me being sarcastic. Look, I don't want any trouble. So you can go to your room. I'm not telling you what you can or can't do. I'm just saying you're in my room and you're being a little bit offensive. Not that I don't understand. I get that you said that you never wanted to see me again. And that's fair. I wasn't the nicest person in the world, but look, that was 3 years ago. And yes, I remember I reached out to you last year to apologize, and you told me that you never wanted to hear from me again. And believe it or not, I've tried my best to fulfill your wishes. Again, it was an accident. I didn't know who you were. All I knew was who Francis was. Yes, I really do expect you to believe that this wasn't on purpose. I did not intend for this to happen. I really didn't know that you live here, I swear. Look, I can't really say much more. I can tell that you're quite clearly upset and you're very angry. I'm gonna wait until you cool down a bit. Okay. Okay, yeah, you should go to your room. Yes, I know you have a lock. I'm not... Okay. You're upset. That's fine. I'm gonna be here if you need anything. Sure. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, good morning. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were home. Well, I haven't seen you since yesterday, so I assume that maybe you went out. Because you haven't come out of your room since yesterday afternoon. To be honest, I thought that you were at a lecture or that maybe you went to stay with a friend. Because to be fair, you seemed so upset yesterday that you moving out might not be a far thought. And hey, that reminds me. Look, I'm sorry about yesterday. If I said anything inappropriate or if I offended you in any way, that certainly wasn't my intention. I was just a little bit tired from all the heavy lifting I had to do to move in. And I guess the reception wasn't the best, which I don't necessarily blame you for. It just made me a bit cranky, so I'm sorry. And look, I really don't mean to impoach in your living space. I was stuck in my room all day yesterday because I didn't want to come out and upset you again. But to be honest, I've been starving and I wanted to make some breakfast, so I came out to, fry up some eggs. But look, I get it. You don't really want me to be here, and that's fine, so when the eggs are done, I'm just gonna go back inside. And then, you can be out here in the living room if you want to be. Oh, and the remote is near that counter over there. I don't really know where you like to put the remote, but I just felt like that was an obvious enough place to put it, in case you wanted to change the channel or something. Yep, I still watch The Office, yeah. I don't know, it's just a comfort show, I guess. I just like to have it on in the background. Yeah, I put on extra tea in case I wanted seconds, but I don't really think I'll come back for seconds, so if you want some tea, I guess you can have some. Yeah, just a couple more minutes, it'll be done. So hey, I just remembered that after yesterday, clearly you're not going to be okay with me living here. I just wanted to let you know that I applied to move out. Yeah, I found a website that helps you find roommates throughout the semester, so I've just put in a post saying, hey, if anyone has a spare room they're willing to rent, I'm down for it. I've also joined the group chats again on WhatsApp, where you can meet people to roommate with. So let's see what happens. Yeah, well, it would be quite unfair of me to make you move out. Since you were here first, you have the rights of staying, of course. Just a heads up though, it could take a couple of weeks. I know that's not exactly ideal, but moving into another place takes some time. Heck, it took me 2 months to find this place. But hopefully I can find a new apartment quicker. Even if I have to pay more, I'll go for it. I mean, I was looking at some hotels and Airbnbs for the meantime, but as you can imagine, they're way too pricey and definitely not affordable. But I promise, in the meantime, I'll stay out of your hair. I know I was like super messed up when we were together, and I can quite clearly tell that the effects of my action are still in place. And you were quite upset yesterday. I felt really bad. So, while I'm here, I'll just stay out of your hair, okay? I know there's a shared bathroom, but there are bathrooms in the university. I can use those. And the kitchen, there'll be a set time where I'll come in, so that way you don't have to bump into me. And the living room, it's just the living room. I can just get a TV for my room in the meantime, so it's not that deep. Oh, yeah. No, we talk again, yeah. Well, I went to her and apologized. And her being my mom, she couldn't be upset for too long, so she accepted my apology, and yeah, we're not no contact anymore. Yeah, thanks. It's been nice, to be honest. Hmm. Anyway, the eggs are done, so I'm gonna go to my room. Kitchen is yours. I'll do the dishes unless you're gonna use the pan again. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll leave it for you then. I brought some more eggs in case you wanted it. I went out for groceries. They're in the fridge. Didn't have milk, so I got some milk too. I don't mind if you use it. It's not that deep. Okay, yeah, I'll head over to my room then. Yeah, no, I will be gone. I think I have a lecture from 3 to 6, and then a few seminars after, and then I'm gonna get some dinner with my friends. So I'll be back home late, so you can have the house to yourself till then. Mm, yeah, for sure. Um, have a good day. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.